Happy holidays, family. So we are in Philly. Rich took Nina to watch the Eagles game and met some friends at one of our local pubs. And of course, the day would not be complete unless they had marshmallows and graham crackers. So this is Nina playing with bubbles. I have to admit, these must be special grandparents' bubbles because she played with them pretty much the entire trip, which is something she barely does or thinks about in South Africa. So I think they're special because they're Pop and Grandmas. We were back in Philly for about 3 weeks, and Rich actually had to work the entire time. So most of our days were filled with trying to keep Nina entertained and busy, but that was fairly easy because her grandparents had her stocked with activities and toys, and she loved hanging out with them.
A baby hook.
So we were at our friend's house visiting, and while we were having dinner, our friend Doug heard the music playing and ran outside and noticed that Santa was coming. So this was such a surprise and unexpected. Nina was thrilled and little Thomas was thrilled, and this was something we could not have planned. So I'm glad that she got to experience that. And they also got candy canes. So it was really sweet. Here is the famous art museum with the Rocky statue. Next up, we met some friends from New Jersey and had a quick little brunch. I got to see my friends of 25 years, so that was really nice. Here is Nina and Papa.
It did a cartwheel like this. Like that, just that. It did this. This airplane did it 2 times like this. Like that.
All right, give Mommy your hand. It's like you can jump, they can jump.
I can jump higher than them. Oh, look at my feet. I can jump more higher than the squad on a trampoline. And my feet can go in the air. So high than I can jump without a trampoline. That's a lot of talking.
So we were at an arboretum not too far from the house, and this place is also a farm that supplies fruits and vegetables to local co-ops. They also facilitate activities for homeschool kids. So if you notice the kids that were playing in that one area, those were for homeschool children. These lovely ladies were kind enough to ask Nina and I, as we were walking along the trail, if Nina wanted to help walk the goats to the van because they were taking the goats to some sort of an event, I believe a nativity scene or something of that sort. So Nina had an opportunity to walk with the goats. So we are at a place called Kids Empire, which essentially is just an indoor gigantic jungle gym, which was great for Nina because it is very difficult finding things for her to do during the day in the wintertime that's indoors. So this was great. She burned off a lot of energy, and she had a nice surprise, unbeknownst to her, waiting for her after we attended here, and then we went and met my niece for lunch. So while we were having lunch, this happened. So needless to say, Nina was beyond thrilled because that is pretty much all she'd been talking about from the moment we arrived to Philly. So the first snow around Christmas was, I dare say, almost magical. I know it's cheesy, but it is definitely something I appreciate for the experience. So So this was the next day, and the weatherman had definitely undersold the impact of the snow because they said it was just going to be flurries, but it actually snowed enough for Nina to build a very, very miniature snowman, which was good enough for her. This is me visiting one of our friends and her beautiful home and her beautiful tree. So I am meeting some of my beautiful, wonderful co-workers for a quick coffee chat. This is us getting ready to go out to dinner for our annual Christmas Eve dinner. So in America, there are very few restaurants open on Christmas Eve. So typically we go to an Asian restaurant, and just like years previous, we ended up going to a delicious sushi restaurant. Yeah.
Go, Nina. Get that away before you stomp on it. Wow. Whoa, look at that.
Look at that. That's so neat. This is my father decorating his tree. So it's Christmas night and we're at our friend's house, and I feel like it's a full circle moment because we started our holiday season watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation movie, and our friends have a pretty cool figurine setup of some of the scenes from the movie. This was a fun night, and South Africa made an appearance, one which I was not expecting. You guys are never far from our hearts. I think the biggest takeaway from this trip is how much we enjoyed being in Philly during Christmas and spending time indoors with family and friends and appreciating the Christmas festivities.